Hey there guys, welcome, I'm back. Uh, Welcome to another episode of Vampires. Let's continue on with our night shift.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have
Wrong
been running
choice,
scarce
maybe.
for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
Yes,
Let's see
Doctor?
if she has any other questions.
Why then do you always work the nights?
At the Pembroke, we're always hands-on.
Lack of sleep and the medical
London's trenches start here at Pembroke Hospital.
Your dedication to the Pembroke does you credit.
We staff get our sleep when we can, Doctor. Nursing is a...
Okay.
Exactly how bad?
It really depends.
Please, could you...
It's the large...
That's all for now, Nurse Crane. Thank you.
Let's move through here.
I cannot enter.
There it is. Okay, I really hate these loading screens. They shouldn't be this long. Bloodstains above. one in the basement. Oh, come on. And there shouldn't be a loading screen, and they made a building altogether separate place which is separate from the open area, apparently. So 20 seconds for a loading sec.
It's locked, all right.
Hard to see. Some coins and being a vampire, why are they using
behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. and this door isn't opening? Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful. This key will surely grant me access to the basement. I cannot enter.
Let's walk and see what else we have here. Okay, that guy just scared me off. Okay, seems like there's a fight. 1, 2.
These skulls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Oh, come on. I feel like there's a boss fight coming through, and there's a coming up next. Okay, Samuel Connor, concussion was of death fast progressing pneumonia.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into them. Yes.
This idea is a two-handed weapon and I don't have any ultimates. So
It's locked, all right.
okay, I don't see anyone. Ooh.
These scowls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
What do we have here? Lots of samples. And then another bench. Still don't have sodium hypochlorite, so
It's locked, all right.
I need to craft a treatment for fatigue. Ah, come on. Cheap shot. Let's go outside.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft.
I need blood, Doc.
Who are you, really?
Is that...
I'm
No, sir.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reid.
I'll leave you.
I'm really sorry, sir. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen.
Okay, so there is a new person over here.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadigan fellow.
Something fishy is going on, and
Never could keep anything from her.
It's locked. Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean...
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Tell me about yourself, Mr.
I don't want to talk.
How painful.
So painful, I'd rather.
I have to go now, sir.
You're an idiot.
Yes, Doctor?
Why then do you always...
At the...
That's all for now, Nurse Crane, thank you.
My sweet girl. I never could.
Alright, then let's go back to our room. Rather want to get rid of Helena.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of tap. The hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of...
Where do we stand?
Oh, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first...
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope.
The man we
Okay.
pursued and slew in the canning factory, William Bishop.
He was a Skrull, technically speaking. The debate rages as to their classification. Some think them a subspecies of vampire, others something else.
Just for clarity, what...
A Skrull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
How do Skulls come into existence?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
Okay.
Since you seem quite the expert on vampires,
As men of science, our first step is always to start with what...
the sun. The morning following my transformation.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. You have been offered relative immortality. The sun will most certainly hurt you, leaving you weakened and damaged, but it will not destroy you.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. And only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
Okay, so
You
partially
mentioned
belonging.
something about a secret society.
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
Yet you don't fear me. And
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
that explains your nightly wanderings about the docks.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
Alright, we'll go back to our room.
I cannot enter.
Alright. And that's it. Alright guys, let's end this episode over.